Good morning, Bobcats, and happy Friday. Thanks for joining me this morning for WBLS Morning News. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled and followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is mine. From California to the New York Island. Yes, this land is your land, this land is mine. I know that this land was made for you and me. When the sun goes shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling, and the voice was chanting as the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is mine. From California to New York Island, Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Today is Friday, May the 5th of 2023, and a special area day 4 today. A special area day 4. Listen, teachers, if you have music special area today, you are going to bring your students to the media center. Their very best behavior, please. And Ms. Hartsville is out, so if you will bring your music classes to the media center today. Let's check out what's cooking in the Buck Lake cafeteria today. We are having brunch for lunch, fish and grits, seasoned green beans or tater tots, assorted fruit, white chocolate or strawberry milk. Listen, today is National School Lunch Hero Day. We have a lot of those in our cafeteria. You know, every day we have a group of people who get up bright and early and they come in way before your lunchtime and they prepare all the lunch materials. Actually, they're getting breakfast ready for you as well. And they make sure that you have a good lunch in your belly, a good breakfast in your belly. And so today is their day. So if you would make sure as you go through the lunch line today and say thank you to our school cafeteria staff. We want to show them appreciation today. We also want to thank another group of special people at our school, and those are our interpreters. You will see them going around with some of our students into your classroom, your special areas. You might see them at PE and library and the cafeteria, and they help not only the children that they serve, but they help the adults throughout our school as well. So a big shout out to our DHH interpreters. They had a special day this week as well. We appreciate you and we are so glad to have you here. I see the first grade went on a bowling trip yesterday. I can't wait to hear all about that. And listen, we have a few birthdays. Miss Robinson, who teaches art and helps you all to create amazing art, celebrated her birthday this week. I know I wish Miss Williams a happy birthday, and Miss Simmons, her birthday is this week as well. It's actually tomorrow. And then on Sunday, Uriah Hill and Mr. Griffith's class, it's Uriah's birthday. Such a kind, sweet young man. If you see Uriah out and about today, make sure and wish him a happy birthday. Now listen, I've got to tell you something. Miss Young's been out for several days. Things are moving along quickly. Next Friday, we need to have all of your books returned to the library. And you're like, what, Miss Young? Yes, that only gives us a total of really less than 8 days to get all the books back in the library. Last year, we did a little competition, contest, raffle, and somebody got to take home the most adorable penguin squishy. Well, over book fair, Miss Young got the Mindful Mr. Sloth. And so, if you return your books before Friday, that means by the end of Thursday, your name is going to get put into a drawing for your very own Sammy the Sloth. I'll put a picture up so you can see. That means by the end of Thursday, if you get your book in, all your books, your account is cleared, your name will get put in a drawing, and then we will draw names to see who gets to have Sammy the Sloth. So don't be slow getting your books back. Okay, we need to get those in, get them back on the shelves, and so this is just a little incentive to get them back in. So if you get your account cleared before the end of next Thursday, you'll get your name in the drawing, and you might win a Sammy the Sloth. He's super cute. I may not want to give him away, but I will. Now, we're going to check out and see who our terrific kids are for this week as soon as I sign off. Listen, that's all for today, Bobcats. Remember to purr. Be prepared, be upstanding, be responsible, and always be respectful. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good morning, Bobcats, and happy Friday. I have a great group of terrific kids to share with you today, and we're going to get started with Luke Harris from Miss Ishley's room. Now, Liz says that Luke is friendly, energetic, and enthusiastic, and he is always willing to lend a helping hand. Great job, Luke. Keep it up. All right, next from Miss Gregory's room, we have Teddy Pesher. And this says, Teddy is such a big helper and a kind friend. He is always listening and ready to learn. He is always the first to remind his friend of the rules. Our class wouldn't be the same without you, Teddy. Good job. All right, next from Mrs. Munoz's room, we have Samandre Johnson. And this says Samandre has been working really, really hard this week to earn being the terrific kid. He's been following the rules, helping others, and trying his best this week. It's a pleasure to have Samandre in class with us. Good job. Also from Mrs. Munoz's room, we have Emily McMillan. And this says that Emily has such a great helper. She's been working hard. She's a kind friend, and she is truly terrific. Great job, Emily. All right, next up we have Connor Valter from Miss Darden's room. And this says Connor is one amazing Bobcat. He worked hard on focus and listening this week. He was a very hard worker and was so kind to his classmates. He even cleaned up on his own. Wow, good job. Also from Mrs. Darden's class, we have Kevin Miller. And this says Kevin had an amazing week. He did a fabulous job during drills and participated during circle time. He was kind to others and was a very hard worker. Good job, Kevin. All right, next we have Walter Willanen from Mrs. Threadgill's room. And this says Walter is a bright guy with lots of knowledge to share. He has an infectious personality and he is just excited about life. Great job. All right, next we have Kalia Brooks from Mrs. Threadgill's room. And Kalia is a sweet young lady. She is fit right in, and we're so happy she became a Bobcat this year. Good job, Kalia. All right, from Miss Register's room, we have Nazia Addy. And this says Nazia has worked incredibly hard this year, and she has made tons of progress. We're so proud of her for being willing to persevere. Good job. Also from Mrs. Register's room, we have Chase Wilson Dunn. And this says, Chase is so polite and well-mannered to children and adults. He is always willing to help his classmates when they need it and is very good at noticing that they may need help before they ask. We are so proud of him. Good job. From Mrs. Davis's class, we have George Quatch, and this says, George is a sweet student who is a friend to all. We are happy to have him as our terrific kid. George is also a hard worker and is often one of the first to complete a task. Way to go, George. You're terrific. From Mrs. Vick's room, we have Vance Harris. This says, Vance is a friend to everyone. He enjoys helping his peers, and he always completes his assignments. Way to go, Vance. From Miss Trader and Miss Ferris's room, we have Paulo Mendonca, and this says Paulo has been working extra hard to do his best in all of his work. He is funny and friendly to his classmates and works hard to follow directions. We are so happy to have him in our class. He's a special guy. Good job, Paulo. All right, and from 5th grade this week from Mr. Ricky's room, we have Madison Myers. And this says, Madison always has a positive attitude when coming to class. She never gives up and always is a friend. She makes us laugh with her wonderful personality and is overall a terrific student. Great job, Maddie. All right, good job, all of you terrific kids out there. Stay tuned and you'll see all of their smiling faces. And Bobcats, I'll catch you back next week with more terrific kids. Bye.